Hey, hey. God, it's all happening here at sunny Sorel on a Sunday. There's people everywhere. I just popped into Sorel to do a couple of chores and now I'm heading back home. And it was bucketing down with rain when I was driving in. I thought, oh, I'll go live. We can have a rainy live and drive. But in typical Tassie fashion, 4 seasons in 1 minute, the day has now turned into this spectacular sunshiny day. Anywho, just a little tootle back home, take it down to the beach, the usual shit. That's if anyone joined. Hello, Anne Marie. How are you doing, Groover? You been cooking a lot over the weekend? What is that peak hour traffic? What's going on here? I think a lot of these cars are people that have been down this way for the weekend that might be heading back to town. I don't know, but it's crazy. You doing well? Hey, Cody, how you doing? Sup, Groover? Look at me trying to be all edgy and 54. Sup. I never say sup. I just had to give it a name really quickly. Next time I'm just going to do a punctuation mark. It's like an exclamation mark or something. So yeah, have you been up to much cooking, Anne Marie? What about you, Cody? How have you been spending your weekend? I've already had I feel like I've done a day's worth of stuff and it's only 2:30. I love that. Usually I feel like I've done hardly anything and it's 4 o'clock. So I'm having one of those good days where I've achieved a lot. I've been for a walk, I've caught up with my neighbour, we had lunch. It's been lovely. Rang a couple of friends, worked on a little art project for a while. Takeaway. That's a good thing to have on a Sunday night. What are you going to have? Oh, I've just realised I think my Bluetooth is turned on once again, so my audio will be really bad. I can pull in. I won't pull in at the market. I'll pull in further down. Look at that sky. What sort of takeaway are you going to have, Anne Marie? I've got heaps of that leftover one pan bolognese I made yesterday, so that's what I'll be having. And I bought some salad stuff, some super greens yesterday. I'll make a little salad up. I've got some cherry tomatoes. Um, oh, you're in lockdown again. Did I know that? I can't remember when I was chatting to Ozzy last night on my panel that went like the live that I did that went for 4 hours. I can't remember because she's in Queensland as well. Oh wait, hang on. You're in New South Wales. No. Um, ignore me. Ignore me. So yeah, it's pretty much all of New South Wales now, isn't it? All right, I'm just pulling over to. It's really weird. I just pulled into this U-turn bay, and I'm like, why did I pull in here? But it's so I can turn my Bluetooth off. Corn dogs and chips and chicken strips. Where do they come from? Oh no, my Bluetooth isn't on. After all that, um, what sort of place delivers, or can you go and pick it up? Because that sounds sort of like, your corner store or your fish and chip sort of shop fare. Oh my God, Zero Bugden, how the fuck are you, mate? I was thinking about you last night. Not in a rude way. I was just like, fuck, haven't spoken to Zero Bugden in a while. Ooh, yeah, not that kind of thinking about you. Just wonder what my mate's been up to, kind of way. Always good things, Zero Bugden. How have you been? Oh, you're cooking it at home, Anne Marie. Nice. Nice. Well, that sounds like a good Sunday night fryer. Just chilling. I thought I've seen you been uploading some pretty interesting content. You know, a bit of US political stuff. You know, the sort of highbrow intellectual shit that you do, unlike the stuff I do. Go, Biff, go. Go, Biff, go. Now, you're out of lockdown, though, aren't you, honey? Zero Bugden? Yep. Do a video, Anne Marie, for sure. We love our good videos. You are very intellectual, Zero Bugden. You are. You do content with substance. Although my live last night would have probably given you the shit, I reckon, part of it. Because we were talking about a word that apparently you can get your channel blown out of the stratosphere for saying it. So the V word, the V word, the C word, the D word, fuck me dead. But yeah, you probably wouldn't have liked the slightly conservative stance I took in response to the anti-vaxxers of the YouTubes. I've never had a lockdown here. We've never had one. We've had one in Tasmania up in the northwest last year when people that had been on the Ruby Princess came back to Tasmania. There was a cluster, but it got nipped in the bud pretty quickly. But the first time I wore a mask was only a few weeks ago when I had to fly to Adelaide for work. And that was weird. So I was actually saying to my neighbour who's moved here from Melbourne, she was sick of the lockdowns in Melbourne last year and packed up and moved to Tassie, as a lot of people did. But, you know, I mean, I can be empathetic and compassionate for those in lockdown, but there's an element of, we feel an element of guilt down here as well, which is silly. Because the reality is, I mean, we're an island, so we've got a natural border, like barrier. You know, we've got a moat, a big moat. You've had bands on YouTube, Zero. Oh, go, you good thing. Go, stir them up. That's like when we were talking about the V word last night. I was like, well, if my channel gets smashed out of the ballpark, so be it. We'll rebuild. But I was talking specifically about how some creators that get, you know, 500, 600, 700 people in their chats watching them are quite dangerous with the shit they're saying about the V word. And our take was, do your due diligence, speak to your doctor, make your own choices. But it's pretty fucking dangerous to go live and tell 600 people why you're not getting it, and every reason you give is complete bullshit. Hey, Anne-Marie, you finished work? How did work go, girlie? Oh, cool. I've just received receipts from Zero Bugden about bands. I'll check them out when I get home. It's quite interesting down here. People here are making the most of it because so many other places can't. And initially we did feel when they were in lockdown and they could see people in other parts of the country going out and doing things, that just added to their depression. But, you know, the takedown here has been do it because so many people can't. Like, it's not when somebody dies, you know, you find things that you get on with and do because sort of in honour of them because they no longer can do those things. But we're certainly watching on and, you know, very concerned for all of our fellow Aussies. And, oh, bugger, Zero, I wish you'd been around last night because we were wanting somebody intelligent to come up and explain why they weren't getting it with good rationale behind it. But these YouTubers that say, I'm not getting it because it's a brand new vaccine and nobody knows its long-term effects, that sort of argument is really bad. A 5-minute Google machine answers that gives the correct information in that regard. Hey, Scout Inquirer. I mean, I want to travel overseas next year, and I'm pretty sure that the way things are going, they will probably bring in a if you ain't vaccinated, you can't get on a plane thing. So that's one of my motivations. But, you know, I don't mind people making a choice when it's informed. But I think it's pretty reckless of some YouTubers to be kind of spreading propaganda, fake news, call it whatever you want. And the other thing we talked about was, oh shit, my mind just went blank. There was another component to our discussion that you would have appreciated. Like it wasn't a everyone's got to get it kind of thing. Oh, the conspiracy theorists on YouTube who think that this was deliberately released on the planet to wipe out people, but are also in the same breath saying, my body, my choice, I'm not getting vaccinated. I was like, if you believe it was deliberately released to destroy human beings, wouldn't you be like taking advantage of whatever armor you can? Like that's another attitude that I find a bit strange. It's sort of like the doom and gloomers. A lot of them are anti-vax as well, and it's kind of like, which one is it? Do you think this is a plot to wipe out humanity? And if so, being anti-vax doesn't seem to work for those. Like, it makes no sense to me. I thought they would be hardcore pro-vaxxers. Oh, shit, I'm going to get my channel definitely smote out of the realm. I've got to say V. You've got youth on your side, though, zero bug. And no, it doesn't begin to come out of trials till 2024, but it is a derivative of the SARS vaccine, which has been around for a long time. It's not like, fuck, look at polio. It's not like somebody just woke up last year and went, I'm going to invent this vaccine from scratch. I'll pull over. We'll go down to my little spot down here, and then we'll pop down to the beach as well, so I can read. It's really hard to read essays when I'm driving, like the one you've just submitted, Zero, especially in lowercase. I can see names, but I think if people are still given a choice, then we're fine. But when they're sort of mandating things, that becomes problematic for me. But it also becomes problematic for me where they mandate something like only vaccinated people will be able to eat in restaurants when there are people who have genuine health reasons that they can't get it, like discriminating against someone who's immunocompromised is fucked up as far as I'm concerned. Like there should be exemptions as well. But, you know, I don't agree in monetary incentives either. Now, let me see. God, dude, I shouldn't have. I knew if I brought it up, we'd start talking about this again. This was just a cruisy little drive home. Here we go. Okay, as far as some schools in the States that are forcing the spike protein into kids without parents' knowledge. Now, that is, yeah, I'm totally with you there. I'm straight up against that too. And yes, I think people should be penalised. I mean, it's child abuse, really. That's horrific. That is horrific. That's very Handmaid's Tale sort of shit. Creepy. It's like people taking a kid off to get their ears pierced against the parents' permission, like that kind of stuff. It's not good. Not good. Body autonomy is important, even if you're a kid. So I'm with you on that one. The Pfizer is the first spike protein to be, well, I'm spiked with it, but the odds for me were better being hit up with Pfizer than with AstraZeneca. But I'm also 54 and I want to get on a plane and visit people I love who live far, far away. Yeah, I didn't fuck up the turning circle, mate. The dude, there's a guy in a car next to me who's got out of his driver's seat and he's sitting in his back seat, facing out the back of the car, chatting on his phone or like doing texting or something. What the fuck? New York City had 22,000, a concert in Central Park, no masks, no social distancing. Oh my god. I mean, look, at the end of the day, irrespective of how people feel about how this all started, what it's all about, all of that sort of stuff, the one thing we do know is this virus needs to backpack on human beings to survive. Apparently, the Delta strain, though, social distancing and all of that kind of stuff's kind of pointless. Like, it's so bloody aggressive and it's a super virus. Oh, I mean, even in Tassie, where we don't have any cases that we know of, I don't like getting in amongst big crowds. I adjusted last year to this sort of self-isolating and hanging out with small groups of people, and I find it delightful. I mean, I've been like that for a few years now, but I still used to go to like Blues Fest, 25,000 people, that sort of stuff. But I have no desire to go and watch a game of footy and sit in a massive crowd or go to a music festival, even going to a concert with a couple of thousand people. No, doesn't interest me at all. Hmm. No, they're not. They're not stopping the spread. Um, but they are supposedly going to reduce the number of people that end up in hospitals. So it's all unraveling as we speak. I'm just mindful. I do actually give a fuck if my channel gets shut down because of this talk. I don't know why all these American creators are saying the V word and the um, D word and the C word. Like they're not saying it out loud. Like it makes me think somebody did get their channel blasted off the YouTubes. And I see your point about inserting another word with behind anti, but they call themselves that. That's the name they gave themselves. So I don't have any issue using that. I don't use the second term you've put in chat, but that first, that's their name. That's what they call themselves. Yeah, I get that, Zero, but I'm saying it's unraveling as we speak. And if there are places in the world that are starting to show that it does have that sort of effect and it does reduce hospitalizations, that's enough for me to sort of have confidence. But I want to get on planes. I want to travel. I want to go and see my family who don't live in Australia. Make a decision. Well, I don't think it's that experimental. And I've had one shot and I haven't grown a tail yet, but I'll let you know if I do. We've had a lovely day, Scout. I was saying when I was driving in that So it's now 2:45, but it was only like 2:30, and I've done so much today. I've caught up with a friend. I've had a long phone call with another friend. Went out for lunch with my new neighbour. Did a lot of stuff at home today. So yeah, normally for me, I get very little done, and suddenly I'm like, oh fuck, it's 4 o'clock. But today I'm like, wow, it's only 2:30, and I've done all of this stuff. Hey, Veruca. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm well, thank you, gorgeous. Yeah, and look, Zero, if I was your age, I'd probably, like this is the thing what I was saying at the start. Like, people can choose. I'm never going to debate with someone about the choices they're making. It's up to individuals. What my issue is don't make a choice without informing yourself, doing your research, doing your due diligence, speaking to your doctor, and then make an informed decision. People can end up deciding whatever the fuck they want for themselves. I'm never going to tell people they've got to do it. But I find that a lot of people that are choosing not to are quite vocal about why they're not. And on YouTube, a lot of the people that are talking about why they're not are spreading absolute misinformation. Like you hear more lecturing back at people that have got it than the other way around. Well, at least in my circles. No, I get your point about the G word for sure. I get it. I'm not going to have an argument. This is meant to be a crazy little drive home. And that's why I said you wouldn't have liked my live last night. But I didn't mean for it to turn into a debate about it now. If people can just do their research and make an informed decision that suits them, whatever they decide doesn't bother me at all. Oh, Zero's not loading up. I'm going to drive around to the other beach. Give me 5 minutes, and then I'm zoning out. We talked about it last night for 4 hours, but we wanted somebody who would come up with the other perspective, and we didn't get anyone. So you missed your chance. Maybe when I was thinking about you, I was like, he's going to come into my live and be like a dog with a bone. Peeps can do whatever the fuck they want. If they make an informed decision, good on them. If they don't, fuck them. That's my view. Not going to change. Not going to change. And if governments do bring in things like you can't get on a plane if you haven't had the V, that's not my doing. I'm not encouraging that kind of shit. But if that's what they do, at least I'll be able to get on a fucking plane. Plus, I'm in the second half of my life. That impacts on decisions that people make too. And I'd love to see other cities in Australia not have to keep going into lockdown if they think that this is the way out of these lockdowns. I think that'd be awesome. But it's unravelling as we speak. Hey, thingamajig. Oh, thanks, darling. Thank you, gorgeous. I missed the first half of your story, Zero. I'm heading to the beach. A point was brought up last night by my fabulous panelist, Aussie as fuck. All of us, well, not all of us, but a lot of us in our younger years, me included, got into the party drug scene, and we put fuck knows what in our systems. You listen to an American YouTuber crapping on about why they're not getting the vaccine while they're sucking on a cigarette. Well, we do know what's in cigarettes. Like, I'm sorry, but if people have put chemical drugs into their bodies, or they're smoking or drinking, and their says I won't put anything experimental in my body, well, good on them. But chemical drugs are pretty experimental. You just hope you buy from a good dealer and get a good batch. But none of us knew what the fuck we were putting in our bodies. And drugs that have been made in little drug factories out behind houses in sheds, way more experimental than pharmaceuticals, in my opinion. Hey, Scout. Hey, Crystal. I don't know. It's like vegans protesting about people eating meat and they're standing there wearing leather shoes. Even people that take headache tablets and it's in them, when you take them, you do your due diligence before you take them. Just asking. I was a naughty party girl thingamajig. I liked me a rave, a 5-day rave with a 2-day recovery. I didn't ever go down what I considered sinister roads like heroin, but I still put stuff in my body that I actually had no fucking idea what it was. I mean, apart from my due diligence was, has anyone had one of these? Are they good or bad? That was about as far as my due diligence would go. So I can't turn around now and go, oh, I've had an untested V. I've put experimental shit in my body, because I've put experimental shit in my body my whole life. It's a birthday heading down to the beach. How cool. Thanks. How cool. There's balloons and cakes and food and cushions. And I mean, have a look at it. Is this not the afternoon to have a birthday party on the beach? Seriously. God, this topic's heavy again. Right, I want to go back and see your story. I'm at work talking with another fellow. We were mentioning ivermectin. One of the girls on the team jumps in and goes, well, I don't know about all that experimental treatment. She goes on to say she'll never get anything experimental in her. Okay, yeah. See, there you go, Zero. Yeah, good story. Thank you. You're bad on the legal stuff, cigarettes and alcohol. But see, that's the thing. Like, we know what's in cigarettes. We know the poisons and toxins in cigarettes. And you can hear, like, there's an American YouTuber who's going on and on and on about why they're not going to get the V and put all this harmful shit into their bodies while they're sucking on a smoke. A bit like the girl at Zero's work. Yeah, there are, Zero. I agree with you. There's the sheeples that will just do what they're told, but governments have dumbed down populations precisely so they can do that. There are a lot of people out there that don't know what they're doing. I'm not repeating that other word you put in chat. Jesus, Zero, you're trying to get my channel struck. Yeah, and I agree. That was the whole point, really, of our discussion last night was, that YouTube apparently is censoring channels, but they should actually be. It's a perfect platform to let people have open discussions and provide all sides of the story and to help people, well, not help people, but to encourage people to make an informed choice. Like, the people that are listening to a YouTuber and doing what the YouTuber's saying, they're the ones that bother me. And the YouTubers saying that shit are dangerous. Like, Ozzy and I last night were saying nothing we are saying is going to impact people's individual decisions, and we respect everyone's right to making their own decisions. But when you've got 600 people watching a creator that they idolize and who they think is always right and knows what they're talking about, saying stuff that's complete BS, that's what concerns me. Yeah, it's beautiful down here today, Scout. Had a gorgeous walk earlier on, and then my neighbour and I walked down to park and had lunch. Just divine. I didn't go to the gym today because I've been every day for the last 4 days, but you'd have to have a break every now and then. But how can you not go? How can you go to the gym on a day like today? That's the problem with the gym. Now the weather's starting to get nice. I'm always so conflicted because there's no weights on the beach and I need to do my weights. Um, I've been needing to get a new doormat for ages, and I just got one for $7, and it's got 3 little love hearts on it. It's so fucking cute. Where's my lip balm? See, I don't know what's in the lip balm I'm about to stick on my lips. There could be some experimental. In fact, the active ingredients have pretty much rubbed off on the outside of it. I can see it's got Zea mays oil. Does anyone know what the fuck that is, or what the long-term effects of using Zea mays oil is? Anybody? Anybody? Beulah? Beulah? Tocopherol. What the fuck is that? What's tocopherol? Tocopherol. Benzyl alcohol. I've just put alcohol straight onto my lips. Apparently my lips won't get sunburned, but my lips are now absorbing a bit of grog and all kinds of random shit. Who would know? No, I didn't get it from Kmart. I got it from Coles Supermarket, bizarrely. Bizarrely. They've got a little homewares section. It's a supermarket, but yeah, they've got a little homewares section, and they seem to put a heap of stuff in this little aisle, and it's pretty highly priced. But if you wander down that aisle every time you go there, like every couple of weeks for me, everything starts to get reduced. And these mats, I think, originally were 25, and then they went to like, it actually tells you, what date and what price they were. And I think it went like 25, 20, 15, 7. I'll show it to you. Did you see it? It's shedding though. I've got raffia all over my top now, but that's all right. I was already a bit grubby. I did some gardening this morning too. I did some gardening too. Done 2 loads of washing. Isn't it cute? Adorable, yeah. So cute. What did you think of it, Zero Bugden? Are you still around? $7. The one I've got I love, but when I bought it, and I did actually buy it from Kmart where I got the bedside lamps from, it said it was for outdoors, and it for the most part it stays where it's meant to be, but it's not very heavy. And it's only like a little semicircle with a really cute cutout sort of floral pattern. It's really pretty. And it's been quite surprisingly good, but I like having a weighted doormat that you can really like wipe your boots on. And so the other one, I'm actually going to bring it and put it on the inside. So when you open the door, that's the first thing that you step on when you walk into the house. It is a bargain. And I have been meaning to get one because the one I've got, I do love it. But yeah, it's every now and then I'll get home from work and it's blown into the garden and it's dark and raining and I have to like retrieve it the next day. And I don't know if you can see the girl that's going out for a surf. I love this sort of beachy vibe. The birthday party's going out onto the rocks. They're going around the corner of the bluff. It's pretty cool. But what have you guys all been up to on your weekend? Anything of excitement before I log off, Boo Boo? Sit here for another 5 minutes. Thanks for everyone who did drop into the live last night. I don't think that, I think that might have been my first 4-hour live. I don't think I've done a 4-hour live before. Although Finn and I maybe have. You'll be listening until you can't hold your tongue. I don't know. It's worth. I'd put my live on from last night on fast forward thingamajig and get to the end. Well, no, I shouldn't. Get to when we start talking about things that happen on YouTube that annoy us, including voices. I think you'll find it funny. I'm half expecting someone to retaliate because of a few comments I made, but it was good. People in chat were saying the things that give them the shits, and and we were talking about BX Beast Boy, and then I was saying how the glare makes me angry, and not angry in like a rage way, but he just fires me up to clean the toilet and the bathroom really quickly because he annoys the shit out of me. Anyway, this morning BX Beast Boy put up a video of the glare. So for those of you who were in the live last night who'd never heard of BX Beast Boy or the glare, if you want to know who two of the people we were talking about, check it out. He's doing a reaction to another channel playing some of the glare and react. So he's playing a reaction to the glare from another channel, and then he's also reacting to it. It was scared. It was good fun. I bet you were, Crystal. And this is the thing, like everyone's got their own personal life experience that impacts on how they feel about it. And that's pretty much the point, is that it's not cut and dry. And again, if people are making informed choices, like I'm not going to change anybody's mind, and it's not my right to, nor would I want to, just like they're not going to change mine. People have to make decisions that work for them. And I can see frustrations for so many people that are more severely impacted by people's choices than I am. But people are people, and these surges in cases are, it's not going away. I mean, anyone that still goes live saying it doesn't exist needs a bit of a kick up the clacker, really. At some point, you've got to go, okay, like how many people have to die before they go, yeah, okay, maybe this is actually killing people? I don't know. There is a level of idiocy in human beings that I can't explain. A big part of my decision was nothing to do with me or my own personal beliefs either. Like I was incredibly moved hearing about people whose businesses are starting to go under in cities that are in lockdown, and my choice wasn't just about me. My choice was as a global citizen. Yeah, it's look, human beings. I mean, I've got a T-shirt that says humans were not that great, actually, and never a truer word was said. In fact, when I went to my first Silverchair concert, Daniel Johns walked out with a guitar with a sticker on it that said "People suck," and I'm like, I love this kid. Who is he? He's 14 and he's got "People suck" on his guitar, and never two truer words were said. And I'm talking about the greater scheme here, not the specific V discussion. Oh, Scout, I've responded to somebody else who asked about that too. That's pretty contentious. Seems he's attracted quite a few fans, but my mystery one person who thumbs downs everything I do on YouTube? There's your answer. The worm turned. So, yeah, I can't really agree with you on that one. I think because of that performance, he felt the part was his, and even though other people had played Big Daddy-O before him and after him, he turned and created a channel called Big Daddy-O, and used essentially my material, the original material that I wrote, and didn't even ask me if it was okay. And look, at the end of the day, if he'd asked me, I would have gone, yeah, fucking go for it. It's another way to promote my blog, my Soft Six. Yo, sup, guess what, Mel? What? My channel hasn't been struck yet. What news have you got? You're pissing? What does that mean? Pissing yourself laughing? Pissing mad? You're pissing, or you're literally doing wee right now, Scout Inquirer? What's going on? Yeah, exactly, Scout. So I'm trying to nip that praise for him in the bud. I had to upload the episode for continuity of the story, but I'm amazed at how many people rave about that one performance when there were other people who did fabulous jobs as Big Daddy-O as well. Mel Mel. Mel Mel rickrolled my chat last night. She posted a fucking rickroll link in my chat. I think she took her mod privileges a little bit further than they're meant to. Because I was watching Scout, who's always so good. I'm like, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Ooh, give you up. Ooh, give you up. But yeah, Scout's there posting links to my other channels and Sunny's Instagram and being, super mod. And then I see Mel drop a link and I'm like, oh my God, Mel's actually being a moderator. And then I opened the link in a new page and there's fucking Rick Astley. I'm not unmodding you. Yeah, so she's. Oh, Mel, you didn't. Poor Rachella. I don't even know who Rachella is, but poor Rachella. Um, I won't unmod you. It's funny. It's funny because we have funny stuff that happens on our channel and everyone doesn't get butthurt and fucking. I felt good after my live last night. I was like, this little community is so lovely. We just hang out and chat and have some laughs. Oh, Scout, I might unmod you. Mel is the bestest. Excuse me. Yeah, blame Mem, of course. Blame Mem. Hey, Scout, you're in trouble, man. You had a chance to redeem your other comment about that bloody plagiarist, and now you're in my chat saying Mel's the bestest. You're like a person who goes to a Pearl Jam concert wearing a fucking not a Nirvana. It's not really cool. But you go to a band's concert wearing a t-shirt for another band. That's what you're doing right now. Geez, Scout, in the naughty corner for you. Someone time her out, and I'm kidding. She tells you I'm the best in other. Oh, really? I've never seen that. Yeah, nobody needs to mod when Scout's around. Scout and Ruth are. That morning I drove in and all the RDA people and all the drama, well, not drama, but the mean girls and everyone else came flooding in. Ruth was the only mod. She had quite a challenge on her hands. Yeah, wearing Soundgarden into a Pearl Jam. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Mojo Juniper, g'day. Come into my chat and say Mel's the bestest. Fuck me, dead. I had that last night too. Aussie Trisha. Chasing Truth is the most real YouTuber and she's hilarious. I was like, okay, thanks for that. Oh, I meant American. She covered her ass pretty quickly. I'm waiting for Scout to come back with some sort of defense. I really don't mind. The more people that loves the Mel's, the better. We've all got a lot of love to share around here, but seriously. Oh, you enjoy everyone. No, that's not good enough. You're still in the shit. And you don't put a little sunny heart on the end. God, look at you go. Pulling out the big guns to save your ass. She's a lover. I think if we all love each other to death, that's great. But I wouldn't ever say who I think is the bestest because you're all the bestest in your own way. Oh, thank you, Mojo. You've greeted Mel Mel with love. Thank you for remembering to give me one too. What the fuck is this? Zero Bugden's gone because my little come for a quick drive home with me turned into a V debate. And he's bailed, which is unfortunate. And then now I've got to deal with everyone. I had to pick my drunk ass sister up at 3 a.m. She didn't even know where she was. Scout, do you know what you've done? You've like got a little shovel and dug a hole, and now you're just making it bigger with everything you say. I've got Sunny. I mean, if we're going to start flinging, you took notes about what? I'm not logging off, BB, till you've redeemed yourself. She has mod boss. Well, mod boss didn't train her very well because she's dropping Rickroll links in my chat. So I don't know if that's a good thing. You took notes from mod boss. Well, I think you've been bribed by mod boss to flame people's chats about your love for Mel Mel. Maybe we should do that one night. We should just go into lots of different lives and just declare our undying love for somebody who's not the actual creator that's live. Like we'll just, roll into people's live chats and scream our love from the hilltops for someone other than the creator that's live. You all put on your Soundgarden t-shirts to go to your Pearl Jam concert. See how Eddie Vedder feels. Yeah? Ask Eddie. Hey, Eddie, how do you feel about me down the front in my Soundgarden t-shirt? He'd be like, I fart in your general direction, and then he'd ignore you for the rest of the show. Crystal would be wearing a Metallica or Guns N' Roses. Yeah. She sang Wind Beneath My Wings. She did, but in the soft six, that had already happened. The bloody scammer said Mary Carrier. Jeez. G'day, Ruth. Ruth to my defence, hopefully. We'll see. We'll give Ruth a few minutes. Welcome to my concert. I'm Eddie Vedder. My band's Pearl Jam. I'd just like to say hi to everyone here except the fuckwit in the front row with the bloody Soundgarden t-shirt on. That's what's happening here, Ruth. Jeez. Where's the Rickroller gone? Where'd Rickroll go? Huh? Crikey. It's so funny because the chat's cracking me up and there's this beautiful, serene scene watching that girl catching a few waves and all the birthday party people sort of wandering around having a lovely time. Ah, there she is. She's back. Sounds like your sister was munted. That's BX Beast Boy video today where he's reacting to another channel reacting to the Glare. If you want to listen to somebody pissed, watch it. Oh, yeah. The Glare was... Well, you listen to it and we'll reconvene. I was going to do a reaction video to BX Beast Boy reacting to the channel reacting to the Glare. COMMENT. Something's happened after I updated. Huh? What are you talking about, Willis? Yeah, but I am tempted to do a reaction to BX Beast Boy reacting to the channel that's reacting to the drunk Glare. Oh my God. I like BX. I mean, he's got a gimmick that gets a bit old, but, he speaks some truth, but he's very polarizing. I think that's why I like the polarizing people of YouTube. I do like the polarizing people of YouTube. I don't got time for this bullshit. I updated my MacBook and now can't get into... Oh. That's mem too. Yeah, I was saying last night, Mojo, that if I need to clean the bathroom, and if I've only got 20 minutes to like thoroughly clean the bathroom, I put him on and it's done in 5. You got to go food shopping and get a roast on before 2:30. Well, hop to it. I'm about to before 2:30. It's like 3:13 here. You've still got like 2 hours. Are you not even out of your pajamas yet, Mel Mel? Yeah, there's something about that dude that just makes me clean my bathroom and like it's amazing. It's not like I get angry, I just get like motivated to scrub hard and fast. The bathroom's sparkling in 5 minutes. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But the video that BX Beast Boy uploaded today, that particular performance of the glare wouldn't motivate me. I mean, it just made me want to curl up and go to sleep. Oh, you've got just over an hour. I just woke up. Well, up to it, Mel Mel. Exactly, Scout. Put on those running shoes. Go, Mel Mel. And don't forget, Mel Mel, while you're out shopping, you're the bestest as far as Scout Inquiry is concerned. You're the bestest thing on the YouTubes. You remember that on your mission. You've got an hour. Get out there. Get that roast. Get it back on. Get it on before 2:30. Just if at any point, and if you really struggle, put on the glare. See if it has the same effect on you as he does on me. It's like he makes me go like Speedy Gonzales. He's hangry. He's a lot of things. I just think he needs to buy some soap. But, I don't know why, but I've got a bit of an issue about people who look like they stink. But, I'm probably going to get into so much trouble. I don't know why I've been a cocky little brute on YouTube for the last couple of days. I don't like when they want passwords for shit that you freak out. God, everyone's encouraging Mel Mel. They're all putting little sneakers in. They want you to run, Mel Mel. Run, Mel Mel, run. Mel Mel Gump. Maybe worry about your password after you've gone to the shops, got the roast and chucked it on. Buzz me if you need to. I'm good with technology. Oh, actually, no, don't. I'm hopeless with Apple products. There's Bazza and Shazza. Oh, and Kazza. They're all they're, they're bloody waiting to see if the party people leave any cake behind. Mm. Geez, Mel Mel, you're not having a cruisy Sunday. But neither was I for a little while there. I thought I'll just go live, bit of a drive, bit of a chat. Go, Speed Racer, go. Love you, girl. Chat soon. It's not a... Oh, did you see Bazza just fly in front? Oh, and there's Shazza. Ah, the Serenity. I'll look at Scout, making sure she farewells Mel Mel with a sunny heart. Do you mind? Jesus. Jesus. Apple and blackberry is a good product with custard. What? Stick it in custard and drown it? Yeah, I'd agree with that. Oh, look, Scout, she's actually left. You can stop singing the praises. And now, bloody Mojo, look what's going on. Crikey. Next time Mel Mel goes live, watch out. I'll be front and center in my Nirvana t-shirt. Well, no, I need to wear another YouTuber's channel's t-shirt, don't I? I'll wear a Ruth Walton t-shirt. God, you girls are cheeky. Well, we've covered a lot. It was a shame Zero Bugden wasn't around last night because it would have been good to have had him up to chat about his views on the V. But I'm not discussing it again on my channel. I'm now paranoid that my channel is just going to implode because we've touched on That plus I've mentioned creators by name. I'll probably get reamed for that too. Good thing I've got a busy week. I'll just go off the radar. Oh, now you can say Ruth is the best scout, you cheeky. If you didn't have a wrench, I'd time you out for your facetiousness. No, I wouldn't. Well, I mean, it's actually good that you all adore Mel Mel because she'll still have a channel after mine gets removed. So enjoy this last few seconds of scenery and the little drive up the hill, for it might be the last time I'm even able to. Then you'll all miss me, won't you? Oh, yeah, yeah. You'll all be hanging around the Smooth Criminal channel and the Chitty Kitty Kitchen waiting for me to appear, and I just may not. I might be gone. So savour these last few minutes, for they might be the last of me. It's been real, guys. I would like to know why American channels are so adamant about only saying the V word or the C word, or the D word. If anyone knows why, I'd like to know. Have I crossed a line on the YouTubes that could lead to my channel disappearing? Who knows? I mean, if you punch those words into chat, because I don't put it in my subject heading, obviously, the heading of my lives, I wonder if they've got an algorithm that picks it up. Scouts frantically posting links to my other channels in case this one dies an early premature death. Why doesn't YouTube have a V for people to take so that their channels are protected? Huh? I'm going to go and hang with my sunny bums. Survivor night tonight. Woo-hoo. Desperate measures by Scout as we head up the hill for the last time, potentially. I'll never forget, Scout. I'll never forget this day. Day you broke my heart. I've got to be melodramatic in case this is the last time I ever go live. Oh, what a beautiful day. Still got time to potter around. I've got some things I want to do out on my deck. What happened? Well, I just noticed that some American YouTubers are saying the V word and the C word and the D word. Like, they're not saying, Fulio, gang, g'day, Groover. They're not saying the words because I think maybe YouTube's got some algorithms and channels are getting struck or something. I don't know. I'm just being melodramatic. Now that I know Scout thinks Mel Mel is the bestest, I've got to end on a dramatic note. Yeah, she can, Scout. She can. She'll need to. You'll miss me when I'm gone. You will. I'm going to go in and tell Sonny what you've been saying today, Scout. I'm going to say, Sonny, that Scout Inquiry, you've got to bump it down your list of people you want to meet and the people you think you love. You might want to rethink your choices. See, thingamajig. Americans have to be careful. They have restrictions on mentioning their channels were being taken down. Lots of conspiracy. Well, I think conspiracy theories should be taken down. But if you're not a conspiracy theorist, say the words with bravado and confidence. Ruth, help me, please. Come on, you've obviously been on YouTube for too long. You've learnt to deflect and not take responsibility for your actions, Scout. Oh, great, I've got 10 people and I'm about to log off. That's nice. It always happens. Scout, I will help you. Well, when you are grieving for the disappearance of my channel, Mel will be there to console you. But Sonny and I are going to have a bit of a conversation now, Scout, and it's best you're not there. So you've got 1 more minute, Scout, to redeem yourself, and I'm going to end this live. It's exactly 1 hour long. Seems like a good time to end this. You just think of me tonight sitting in my little snug, eating dinner and watching Survivor, crying. Oh, big love to Sunny Girl. You're just not getting it, are you? You know, there's a bit of an elephant in the room that you seem to be avoiding. 20 seconds. Hey, thanks everyone for hanging out with me. If this is the end, at least I went out with a bang. I love you too, Mojo Juniper. I love all of yous, even you, Scout. 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Stay groovy, everybody.